Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Shaki from Shaki's Lifestyle. Hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys at my work, showing you around. Also, I'm going to be demonstrating how as a New York City essential worker and as a banker, my everyday life goes by. Since my coworkers always complain about me not making any videos for them, I'm going to be making this video all in English so they can understand what I'm saying. I also wanted to dedicate this video to New York City's essential worker to say thanks for what they do each and every day. So let's get started. So here I am, woke up at 6:30 in the morning, made myself a bowl of good old oatmeal for me and my son, and going to be making some tea for my husband. Also, I'm going to be preparing a hard-boiled egg for my son so he can have a good breakfast. And here my tea is almost ready. It's almost 7:15 a.m. I'm going to be waking my son up and trying to feed him breakfast. He's super excited. Every morning he's always very excited and in a happy mood. I guess all kids are the same. After 30 minutes of feeding battle, I'm on my way to work. I live about 10 to 15 minutes of walking distance from my work, and I always like to use this time to mentally prepare for the day and to refresh my mind. When I made this video, it's around end of May, so you don't see much people in the streets early in the morning. But usually it's very busy around this time because there's two big schools here. Also, there are so many doctor offices, so this area around this time is super packed. So good for me, I don't have to deal with any upcoming school traffic. So I'm right now walking towards the nearest Starbucks since I was fasting for 30 days. I craved my morning coffee so much, so I really want it. But without me knowing that Starbucks was still not open, I was so upset, and then I had to go to Dunkin' Donut. Not that I don't like Dunkin' Donut, but due to the fasting, I really wanted a Starbucks coffee. But anywho, I got my latte and I was walking back to my work. Around that time, as you could see, a lot of stores are not open yet. However, I see some street vendors are out there trying to do some business, trying to make some money. So that made me feel good. Passing by my favorite farmers market here. I love this place. Always buy my fruits from here. Before doing anything else, first thing in the morning, I went ahead and wiped up my desk thoroughly, even though we do have cleaning people. But with this COVID-19 madness, I really don't want it to take any chances. I did my best to clean up, stay safe. I want to make sure that I'm keeping it safe for myself and people around me. After cleanup, I start my day with my phone calls. As a banker, 1/3 of my day goes with my phone calls. I have a list for my clients to call. Most of them are follow-ups. A part of them are new calls. Right now, with the coronavirus environment, we're also preferring calling clients instead of making them come to the branch because it's really not safe for them, neither for us. Just to put it out there, the call that we do has to be productive. I mean, if we're just calling a client, wasting time, it's not going to work out. We have to really dig in, find out what client needs. If there's any follow-up, we can help them maybe a month later, 2 months later. If they're busy, can we call them in a different time? So there's a lot of stuff that we need to make sure we do in between the calls. If there's any notes that we find out something's going to be helpful in future, we make sure do those notes, keep it on the systems, because the company that I work is pretty well known, and when the clients hear you're from that company, they expect a lot from you. So you have to really give your best with those phone calls and outer activities. So it's around 11:30 a.m. I'm going downstairs to have some snacks, because if I don't have a snack in between my breakfast and a lunch, I get really hangry. So I want to prevent that. After my snack break, I'm back upstairs again following up with my clients. if they wanted to do any mortgage with us, if any auto insurance they wanted to do with us, or any future savings they wanted to do with us that they couldn't do because of the coronavirus. So I was following up to get those things ready when the situation gets better so I can help them out that time. It's 1 p.m. I'm going to be starting my lunch break now. Usually our lunch break is 1 hour, but due to coronavirus, our working hours are reduced, so I'm going to having 30 minutes of lunch break. I'm gonna go to the halal vendor and see if they're open. I hope they're open. If they're not, then I have to look for something else. Looks like a lot of businesses are reopening with caution. This pandemic really was a very difficult time for people, especially the ones who live from paycheck to paycheck. It's good to see city coming back on its feet. The halal vendor wasn't open, so let's have some Subway. Eat fresh. Every time I come to Subway, I always get my tuna sandwich, my all-time favorite. So I was telling my guy to make it for me. I know this guy for almost 8 years, so I was asking him how he's coping up with this pandemic, if he's getting a loan or anything. After I got my lunch, I came downstairs all the way in the lunchroom, left my lunch, and went to wash my hand. Since I went outside, it was important to wash my hand thoroughly. So yeah, I left you guys a small clip here. Usually we have partners to eat lunch with. However, keeping this environment in mind, we made our lunch schedule that way so we don't have to sit close to each other, keeping the safe distancing in mind. After I come back from lunch, I usually call my high-ranked clients who I follow up on daily basis. As a banker, I need to make sure that my clients are using the right tools to save time so that they can save money as well. I need to find solutions for the questions that keep them up at night, such as retirement services, sending their kids to college, buying their first home. As a whole, I need to make sure if my clients are in their financial peace. So as a manager on duty, I'm responsible for the branch to perform at its peak efficiency, especially in times like this. I also like to ensure the branch takes necessary precautions for COVID-19 pandemic. This way, we can help everyone who is in need of financial support and help from their financial institutions. So it's 4:30. I'm going home finally. After I came home, I took a quick shower, bathed my son, fed him, and got him ready to go enjoy the weather. Since the whole COVID-19 situation has risen, I couldn't take my son out much, and now that my working schedule is a little bit shorter, I find some time to take my son out so he can get some fresh air and practice walking. Because with the lockdown situation, we haven't practiced much of walking, and he was almost a year, so we needed to practice. Anywho, we came to Roosevelt Island. As you could see, the Roosevelt Island tramway, and this is the Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge. It's a cantilever bridge over the East River in New York City. The Queensboro Bridge connects Midtown Manhattan with Long Island City in the borough of Queens. You can see the Roosevelt Island tramway here. So it's an aerial tramway in New York City that spans the East River and connects Roosevelt Island to the Upper East Side of Manhattan. This tramway provides amazing scenic views of Manhattan, running every 7 to 15 minutes from 59th Street and 2nd Avenue in Manhattan to Tramway Plaza on Roosevelt Island. Roosevelt Island is a very beautiful and peaceful place for us. It's a beautiful neighborhood. By staying here, you can get both beauties of Queens and Manhattan. And as usual, my son and my husband, they were having a blast. That time my son was just learning to walk. So every afternoon we used to come here, every evening we used to come here and enjoy. And by now my son runs very fast. And this is the scenic view of Manhattan. You get the city views from Roosevelt Island as well. You see the Queen side too. As you can see, the United Nations building, and close to it we have Empire State Building and many more. So we passed some good time. It's almost 8 p.m. We're heading towards home. After I came home, all I wanted to do is to make a quick dinner because I had work the next day. So I wanted to prepare something quick and easy. So I made some quick and easy wrap by the frozen kebabs that I had home. So I fried the kebabs and my wrap was ready. While I prepare my dinner, I wanted to share some thoughts. During this pandemic, we start to build respect for people in every profession. The frontline essential workers play a vital role in the pandemic, but also the people behind the scene help them any way possible, just like babysitters, cleaners, food delivery guys, laundromat people, etc. We should all do our part in protecting each other and keeping everyone safe. Being together is the only way to win this. And that's how I ended my day. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.